friends y familia, welcome to Balanced. My name is Ceasar, an absolute honor to be here with you. Welcome to Balanced. We're gonna find ourselves grabbing a water bottle and a small towel, 2 sets of heavy and lighter weight dumbbells. We're also gonna grab a chair to stand by with. And before any of that even begins, my invitation to you is to take a couple of balanced breaths, allowing the body to breathe in deeply. Create that audible sigh or sound on the way out. Let's take one more just like that. Just an opportunity to reset. Set the intention. What are we doing here today? Special shout out to my familia in Houston, Texas. Hi moms, hi pops. Hello to my tia. I love you all dearly. We're gonna find ourselves warming up in less than 10 seconds. So shall we begin? Yo, let's get ready to rock it out. So whether you're on your mats or on your floor, let's get ready to start moving and grooving in 3, 2, and 1. Just start shaking things out. And so the idea behind this is just to find range of motion. We're gonna find a nice wide stance, come down into that deep squat, and then as we come up, we're just opening the arms. So imagine first thing in the morning stretch. Again, opening through the shoulders. Notice what's happening with my back. I'm squeezing the shoulder blades together. And as I do this, you can then begin to heat it up some by moving a little bit faster. If not, feel free to come down, come up, but the idea is to stretch through it, take up all the space around you here. So this here is yours. Everywhere you move and groove and rock and roll and shake and bake is yours. Never, please let anyone take up your designated space. We're gonna move to some standing high knees in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find the body driving the knees into the chest. You can make these as quick as you want. Maybe this is an opportunity to turn it into a running high knee. If not, notice how my arms reach up. Again, finding that range of motion, the extension. I want to grow to be 7 feet tall. I ain't 7 feet tall, but I walk into rooms like I am. So as we do that, I'm going to ask you then to come up on the calves and just drop. Maybe this turns into little hops. So let's go 6 high knees, 3 and 4, 5 y 6, come up and drop. So the idea is to give the body a chance to tap into that solid landing, and this is strengthening the bones, friends. We got 20 more seconds, half a dozen high knees, half a dozen calf drops. Notice how I'm creating a sound. If not, feel free to just bounce it out. Notice how the arms are moving. We're gonna move into a reverse lunge, into a twist, into a push-up. Follow along in 3, 2, and 1. Take the deep breath with me. Right leg comes back. Right hand comes down. Left hand reaches up. Can you put your body in a position to find the push-up? If not, it's okay. Stay in that reverse lunge or that twist. 1 push-up, either modified or full extension, whatever you choose to do. Come back to feet underneath your body. Take your time rolling up. Good, switch sides. Left leg comes back. If you're not going to do the push-up, just stay here. Or find that low lunge twist and give the body a chance to come down again. If you want, you've got the full push-up, or from the knees, or just give the body a chance to slowly through that down dog begin to move back to hands to feet, feet to hands. Take your time standing up. Find the body shaking. Notice I have 2 sets of weights here. Heavier, lighter, chair in place. Come into some sort of movement while I explain what's going on. I want you to high knees or find some sort of boxing bounce. Whatever it is, you're finding the body moving. We're gonna grab our dumbbells. We're gonna come first into both hands. So as you grip them, we're gonna side lunge it out. We're gonna pause, hold 1, 2, 3, 4, come right back up. Ooh, let's do the next with me. As you step out, notice how I'm keeping my body upright. There's no hunching, so I'm not falling over. This can also be done, friends, weightless. Feel free to step out and hold. Create that tension, press that heel into the ground, and most importantly, more than anything, is to breathe. So you're gonna give yourself that 4-second count. 1 1,000, 1 banana, 2 banana, whatever you wanna do. Staying on this same leg, with or without the weights. Maybe you keep the weights at your chest. Woo, this is a nice way to activate the shoulders and the core and the chest. All the while, you're gonna breathe. Finish it out in 3, 2, and 1. Switch it out. Keep those weights in your hand if you have them. If not, let's get ready to flip the script. Let's go left leg out. So again, finding where the weights go is dependent on you. I had to learn the hard way. That's how I got bruises on my thighs and whatnot. So figure out where you would like for them to be. Again, either at your chest, extend it out, holding for at least 4 count in your mind, or we go weightless. All of it is Ceasar and balanced approved. Not that you need my permission for anything. Good, we got 20 seconds here. And then we're gonna move into a variation of a hand release push-up. All of that to say, we're gonna offer the modifications if needed. Again, I'm not giving myself the 4-second count on the way down. I'm not even following my own programming. What am I doing? Leading and showing by example. Put those weights away, shake it out. So, option 1, we're gonna go right into a push-up. From here, you let the entire body come down. Hands come, you be engaged, push up. From the knees, again, coming down, releasing. Full 60 seconds, choose your own adventure. From the chair, feel free to come down. Please do not release your hands. I don't want you to fall off the chair. And if all you're doing is holding, great. Can you do so actively, dynamically? Imagine as the hands come down, you are pressing into the floor. Notice how my fingertips are spread nice and wide. And modifications, friends, are signs of wisdom, not weakness. Ain't nobody judging you here. This is a judgment-free zone. And the minute someone starts to tell you otherwise, they wrong. Keep those elbows tight into the body. Hands are ideally underneath the shoulders. Release, come right back up. Good, you got less than 5, 4. We're gonna go back to the side lunges with our dumbbells in 3, 2, and 1. Come back, choose your weight adventure. If you wanna mess with your mind some, choose off-balance weights. So notice how I've got one weight in one hand, a different size weight in the other. Now my body is forced to stabilize. So again, whether you're choosing the same weight or not, different weights or no weights at all, giving yourself that 4-second, and then imagine popping up. So it's a step out, sending that hip back, pop up. Good, you got less than 15 seconds here. With or without the weights, I see you. I'm proud of you. You showed up. We working. Yes, I'm talking because I don't want to do the work. I already taught a class and I'm tired. Should I be admitting that to you? Yes, because that's the truth, friends. We're all human. Let's switch sides in 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Left leg is going out. Once again, with or without weights. 3 to 4 second count on your own, popping it up. And when I say pop up, I mean come up. So imagine you're forcefully pushing off the ground. And even if that leg doesn't come up, can you imagine sliding over? Ooh, that right foot stays stabilized. Again, with or without your weights. I'm gonna grab my weights once again. Stepping out, pausing, we've got less than 20 seconds. One thing I didn't mention at the beginning is as best as you can to give yourself the same number of repetitions roughly. So if you're going for 12 to 15 on one side, maybe find that balance. See what I did there? Balance in a balanced class. Let's finish up strong in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weights down if you have them in your hands. Come into those hand release push-ups. So if you're on the chair, make sure that you're stabilized. For safety's sake, can you ensure that that chair is not gonna slide? And notice how I don't tuck my chin into my chest. I'm keeping focus directly in front of me so that I keep that spinal alignment. If anybody ever tells you to keep a straight spine, it's physiologically impossible because there are curvatures in the spinal cord. Yeah, so just find yourself growing taller. Take the deep breath in. At no point are we ever retaining breath. You got 25 seconds. At any point you need to rest, rest. But hold in some sort of position before you continue to move and groove. And we're gonna come back to this in less than 10 seconds. And what we're gonna do is find ourselves going into our water break. Can you give me 3, 2, who's ready for some water? I am. 1, well-deserved water break. as you come and get your water, let's do a quick body scan. How's your body feeling? Is the heart rate elevated? I'm slightly winded. So this is how we gauge cardiovascular capacity. So the harder you work, the more aerobically you work, the heart rate comes up, the harder it is to talk. So everything we just did in that round was strength-based, but there's still cardio movement. So in the next 30 seconds, as we move into all aerobic, the idea is to find consistency in movement. Can you, for the next 6 minutes, just continue to move? It's not about speed. It's about keeping your body safe, finding form, and then just finding the body in a position to continually move. Starting first and foremost in 15 seconds with some north-south shuffles. I'll show you exactly what that is. Water is so delicious. I love gluten-free, fat-free, boneless water. Here we go, friends, north-south. So from the position you're in, nice soft bend in the knees, you're gonna shift forward and back. If you're bouncing with it, you're just moving as fast as you can. So again, if it's too much for you to jump with it, just finding movement, but keeping the body moving. Think of it as a salsa class. Oh, yo, what's up? Coming into my roots, baby. Again, so if you're either shuffling, notice my arms stay nice and tight, this stays tucked, staying strong, or you're just shifting and moving. What we're gonna do is introduce this first, because what's happening the next time we revisit this, and I'm switching feet, doing all sorts of things, is moving from side to side. So again, you're either shuffling as fast as you can, keeping your feet underneath your body. If it's too much for you to jump, stepping in and out as fast as you can. And my feet really aren't doing anything in particular other than just continually moving. Let's go into a rainbow march. You're gonna take the hands, bring them up overhead, draw them to the other side of that knee. Notice how I'm emphasizing the breath for purpose, but can you be in a position to just breathe? Again, consistency. If you're choosing to jump this out, woo, kudos to you. I ain't doing that for another 30 seconds. I'm gonna stand here and march this out. But can you move then in a way that you extend everything, drawing that rainbow overhead? Hands go to the outside of that raised leg for 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna move into some east-west shuffles. So guess what? Just like the name implies, moving side to side in 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. East-west, in, out. That's all it is. If you're choosing to jump it out, stepping in and out. But notice then how my body is low to the ground. Keeping that bend in the knee. This is a consistent tension in your haunches. That's the medical term for the outside of your bone. Stepping in and out. What can you do with your hands? Do me a favor. Try not to let them just hang loose. Keep attention here. Maybe the hands stay together and we're squeezing them together. Maybe you're flexing through the biceps. Maybe you're keeping the hands out overhead or in a nice wide T. So many variations. Would love for you to reach out to me and share either to our balance page or my own what it was that you did. You got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. We are less than 2 minutos, 2 minutes away from a water break. Rainbow marches, finding the body up and over. Here, maybe you play with extending the knee out to the side rather than through the center. Honestly, whatever you choose to do is exactly correct. Breathe. Notice how it's difficult for me to speak without trying to catch my breath. That's because my heart rate is rising. Can you see my heart beating? There it is. That's what it feels like in my body right now. Good. Find yourself moving maybe a little faster. Maybe the hands stay here. Maybe it's a bend in the elbows. It's always a maybe, friends, because it's always your choice. We ain't nothing but waiters. Consider me your fitness waiter. Here's your menu. You get to choose. Always. You get to choose. You get to decide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna combine now all of our shuffles. Can you give me north, south, east, west? North, south, east, west. Step, step, out, out. Stay low to the ground if you're not jumping. And if you're jumping, maybe you play with a variation where the legs stay straight. Or you give yourself that slight bend. It's like hopscotch. The speed here is not what matters. I'm not concerned with how fast you're moving. I'm concerned with how much you're moving. As long as it's consistent for 20 more seconds. Again, stepping, forward, back. Whatever adventure you're choosing to be on, I'm proud of you for being on. Give me 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, shake it out. 60 seconds left before this water break. Last set of rainbow marches. Can we do it? I think we can. Here we go. Breathe easy, breathe deeply, breathe easy. Shifting. Maybe there's an alternation between knees into chest or knees nice and wide. Again, if you're so choosing, you are welcome to jump into those high knees. If not, find the march. Breathing easy. You keep that going while I catch my breath. Everything that you're doing here is designed to elevate that heart rate. So not only are we increasing the strength of our bones, potentially preventing osteoporosis, which is a weakening of the bones, we're also helping to increase that cardiovascular strength. And in this current incarnation of a world, there's a lot of things that tend to attack the heart. So let's be here on our self-betterment journey to make ourselves stronger in order to face everything else. You ready? Let's finish it up strong. In 3, 2, and 1. Por favor, agarra la botella de agua. Grab some water, friends. Feel free to take the next 60 seconds to do nothing other than maybe stand, breathe. What's coming up is a combination of everything we were doing aerobically, and we're gonna throw in some strength work. If you have that chair handy, please feel free to grab it. I'm going to place mine here, upstage center. And for the next 30 seconds while I drink this water, we're just gonna sit. I mentioned earlier, some of what is difficult isn't in the classwork. It's in what we do outside. This is 30 minutes. What are you gonna do for the rest of the day? Stay hydrated, eat wholesome meals, try to live as stress-free as possible, and rest. So let's get ready to rock and roll. Grab your weights, friends. We're gonna find ourselves grabbing heavier or lighter weights. You're gonna come into shoulder presses, and then after that, we're moving into bicep curls, and then we're gonna combine everything from seated to standing. But first and foremost, let's give our body a chance here to just sit. Find yourself at the edge of your seat. So as I'm seated, I'm not leaning back. No, we're not chilling just yet. Find yourself at the edge of your seat. Can you bring both feet flat on the ground? Create that tall spine. Remember, not the straight spine, tall spine. Shoulders back. The dancer in me wants to imagine we're at the ballet bar. Yes, professional ballerina friends. I've danced with a number of companies. And so as we get ready to go, let's grab those weights. Take the deep breath in. Sigh it out. And let's move into our shoulder press. I would love for you to keep the palms facing you. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, squeeze and press up overhead. So imagine as you come down on the inhale, you're taking your time. Because what will happen is gravity will do the work and just fall. Please do not drop the weight overhead to test gravity. Trust me, gravity is working. I say that with a straight face. So the idea is just to find a consistency. Can you keep both arms even? Can we keep that core nice and tight so that one side doesn't fall? Is it possible to raise the arms as high as you can? And even if this isn't done with weights, squeezing, consistent tension. Notice how my fingertips are spread nice and wide if I don't have a weight. You got less than 20 seconds here. I was gonna make a Star Wars reference, but I don't know if I'm allowed, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Good, keep the body nice and tight. Get ready to rest in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Your weights come down. I would love for you to grab the edge of your chair. What we're gonna do is try to swim our feet. So notice how I'm pressing into the chair and I'm picking my feet up off of the ground and I'm giving myself this tap, 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 moving as quick as I can. So at the same time that I'm doing my feet, I am pressing my hands into the chair and my butt is off the ground about half an inch. Off the ground, off the chair, I beg your pardon. So that you can see here, there's a consistent tension in my arms. And so what I'm not doing is letting my shoulders fall into my ears. Can you give me 20 more seconds of this? If at any point you need to pause, you do it. But here, this is about the increasing of the aerobic capacity, meaning we're just gonna increase the heart rate. And then we're gonna come back and we're gonna do some seated bicep curls in less than 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm a sweaty mess. Are you a sweaty mess? I hope so. Grab your weights, whether you're choosing heavier or lighter. From the seated position, bring the feet together. Feet firmly planted on the floor. From the side, we're gonna keep the palms facing in as you just curl up. So notice how I'm not letting my elbow move. I have tucked the inside of my triceps and elbows into my rib cage, coming up just past 90 degrees, and then slowly coming down. Once again, once I come up, gravity will do the work. Don't let it. Today, we're gonna disprove gravity. Fight against it. Take your time. Good. Finding a normal pattern of breathing. Normal meaning autopilot is on. Just breathe. If you would like to connect breath into movement, it's the inhale on the way down. Use the exhale. And maybe you mirror and pause here for a moment. So many beautiful variations. I love it. Breathing in and out. And after this last set of bicep curls in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, we drop the weights. Shake it out for me. Moving back to those fast feet. We're gonna press into the seat. What I would love for you to do is bring the feet in and out. And again, notice how my butt is off the chair. And so whether you're sitting, the idea is to move as fast as humanly possible. Even if it's step, step, one leg at a time, we're just moving. Can you press your hands into the side of that chair? Or maybe you're on the edge of the couch. I know my mom has a favorite seat in the house. Hi, moms. So maybe she's in her chair in the den. Our puppy Brownie is watching her going, Mom, what are you doing? Working out. My pops is probably doing the same thing. My friends, I come from a family of movers, shakers, rock and rollers, and I'm very proud of that. My brother's also a gym owner in Houston, Texas. So the idea about finding a way to battle my own depression and anxieties through movement. So maybe this is what we're doing today. We're gonna finish this out in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That was the longest 60 seconds I've ever spent in my life. Yo, let's connect these dots. We're gonna bring the bicep curl into play. Recognize this, right up overhead. Ooh, yeah, take your time. Work against the gravity, take your time coming down. I'm not really concerned with where you keep your palms. There are variations to the twists. You work different stabilizing muscles if you keep palms up or palms down. What I would love for you to be mindful of is keeping them even. So if one hand is doing one thing, can you allow the other hand to also do the same? Can you find balance in a balance class? One of these days I'm gonna get a laugh from either production or one of you. Please, oh, there it is, I got a laugh emoji. Good, keep this going, you got 15 seconds here. Curl into press, breathing deeply, breathing freely, breathing simply. Good, nice and strong. Give me 5, 4, 3. We're gonna come to standing in 2 and 1. Dropping the weights, make your way to the back of your chair. This is here only for balance. If need be, I would love for you to keep your hands on the chair or a wall. No chair or wall, we're just gonna quickly drive those heels into our bum. This is flexing through the hamstrings, through the lower bum. Give the body a chance. Ooh, maybe with the leaning of the chair, this turns into some quick feet. Again, maybe this is butt kicks standing, but all of this is suffice. You've got less than 20 seconds. May I remind you lovingly to keep breathing. It's through the breath work in periods of discomfort that we're gonna increase our capacity for that discomfort. So I'm very proud of each and every one of you. We got less than 10 seconds. And then we're gonna put all that together. We're gonna make our way back to the chair in 3, 2, and 1. We're going to put together the curl, the shoulder press, and then we're going to actually rise to stand. The next 2 minutes belong to you. Here it is demonstrated. 1 curl. Shoulder press. Take your time. Bring the weights down. Can you lean forward slightly? Press into the heels. Rise. Good. Make sure that chair is directly behind you. Look back at it. There it is. Come right back down and repeat. Here's a variation if you would like to choose a little bit more spiciness. Woo! What? Come on down. Or another variation for spiciness is to find that curl, find the press, slowly lower, and keep that bicep curl tension. Notice here, I'm squeezing. Make sure my chair is there before I fall down. That'll be part of our blooper reel. Take your time, breathing deeply, curling in, pressing overhead. Choose your own adventure. Or finding the body, taking its time to rise to standing. Feel free to choose when you want to stand. You've got 45 seconds. Maybe, here's another option. I'm just considering all the options. We come to stand and we do the bicep curl here to add more reps. Honestly, there is no wrong choice. What I would love for you to do is just make sure that you're staying safe. You're keeping your body in a position of strength, because this is what's gonna happen when you decide to grab those groceries and put them in that cabinet overhead. It just becomes a little easier. This is how we get up off of that chair. This is how we get out of the car. All of this, my friends, is designed for functionality. I love functional fitness. Yay! Guess what? We got a water break coming up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the weights. Please don't throw them. Gentle. Grab your water, grab your towel. I'm going to do the same. It's been a running rule. My brother, like I mentioned, is the strength and conditioning coach in Houston, Texas. Shout out to Team Swole out in Humble, Texas. But we talk about, why are people dropping weights? We go to the global gyms, the public gyms. So unless you're pushing like 100-pound dumbbells, whatever you pick up, please put down. Breathe. 30 more seconds. Grab some water. Breathe deeply, breathe freely. And we are almost done. Guess what? We got 6 more sets to go. I'm just kidding. We got to cool down. That's it. We're done. Yep, that's it. So please feel free to come back, revisit this. You ready to cool it down? Shake it out. Oh, some standing meows and some moos, which is yoga talk for cat-cow. So wherever you are, just find the body opening, squeezing through the shoulder blades, and then allow the body to just hunch forward. If you feel comfortable, please feel free to add a forward fold, tucking the chin into the chest, opening and closing. I love this movement because it's an opportunity to shine your heart. It's like the Batman signal. All the love that you have inside of you just shines. And I feel it. I hope you're feeling it for me, because I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Find the body coming to some very gentle helicopter twists, shaking out the legs. Feel free to keep the elbows tucked in, rolling through the shoulders, changing directions as we go. Once again, shaking it out. More importantly than anything is, as you get ready to end this class, well after the sound of my voice, and this has been turned off, hydrate, find some wholesome to eat, breathe through the discomfort. That's how we're all going to get through this. My friends, so much love for you. Moms, pops, my tia Lourdes ahí in Houston, Texas, gracias por venir conmigo. I'm so happy that all of you are in my life. I'm so happy to be a part of yours. Thank you for you. All of the light and love inside of me honors the light and love inside each and every one of you. Continue, please, on paths of peace and clarity, and continue to trust the journey. I'll see you next time.